Hello everyone. In this video we want to discuss about packet tracer 438 configure layer 3 switching and inter-VLAN routing. It focuses on inter-VLAN routing via switch layer 3 multi-layer switch. Objectives are configure layer 3 switching and configure inter-VLAN routing and configure EP version 6 inter-VLAN routing. And you can also read the scenario and background here. In instruction, we should take a look at part 1, configure layer 3 switching. Okay, in part 1, you will configure the gigabit 02 port on switch MLS as a routed port and verify that you can ping another layer 3 addresses. You have three layer 2 switches and one MLS multi-layer switch that can work in layer 2 and layer 3, and it's the special specification for MLS. First, we should go to MLS here, and we want to create connection between MLS and cloud. In this situation, you should go in switch and go to enable mode and conf T, and under interface G02 you should write no switch port. What does we mean about no switch port command? No switch port command put this interface, this interface that connected and into cloud, put this one in the layer 3 mode. It means I want to work in layer 3. Yes. And we should also assign IP address for this one. IP address, this is public IP address, 209.165.200 and 225, also 225. Also, we can also it's better to copy this command because sometimes maybe happen no file. Yes, and also no shot. Verify connectivity to cloud by pinging this IP address. We should ping IP address in cloud. This IP address, we should ping it. Yes, and this IP address, this is 226. Yes. We should write do also here, excuse me, because it should be in enable mode or exec privilege mode. In this situation, you can see this ping is okay right now. Okay. We have created connection between MLS and cloud. But what about here? What about this network here? We have 3 VLAN here, 3 VLAN here, and also we have 3 switches here, and MLS should create a routing protocol for us and layer 3 connection for us. Add VLANs first. Add VLANs to MLS according to the table. Okay. You can see here, and you should go back to config mode and write here. Yes. VLAN 10, name staff, VLAN 20, and we should rename it with student and give the name VLAN 30 and give name faculty. Yes. Yes, we have 3 VLAN here. Right now we have created, and now interface VLAN 10. Because if you can see here, all of the VLAN in MLS should have IP address also. Should have IP address to make connection to VLAN in switch 2, switch 1, switch 3, and to make connection to PC 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 here, 4 and 5. In this situation, you should go to interface VLAN 10 and it will be up. And IP address should be this one for VLAN 10. And also we should assign IP address to VLAN 20, 30, and 99 as native VLAN. Okay. We should go here, interface VLAN 20, IP address. Also we have assign. We should assign IP version 6. Okay. This one on. I have forgotten. And this IP address should be. It's better. Right now we assign it. Copy and IP version 6 here. This is command for assigning IP address, and paste here, and you can see it works for us. And what about interface VLAN 20? IP address should be 20 here, and it's same 254 and is /24. And what about this one? It should be 20 here, IP address for version 6. And what about VLAN 30? VLAN 30 should be here. Okay. Excuse me. Yes. This is VLAN 30. And what about IP version 6? It should be 30 here. And no shot. And also we have interface VLAN 99. Interface VLAN 99, and it's up. And IP address only we have one IP address, IP version 4, because it's native VLAN. And in this situation, you should write here 99. Yes, and it works. And do WR to write. And we can also see show interface show VLAN brief. Show VLAN brief. Yes, you can see. Also, we have 99 here as management, and 090 and 999 also. Okay. Configure trunking on MLS. Okay, this port should be trunking. I know this port it's or works in layer 3, and this port should work in layer 2, and we should enable and activate trunking mode for this port and this interface. In this situation, you should go to MLS and find the name of port here. This is G01, okay, and switch port mode trunk. And is very, very important for trunking mode. Always, you should always assign native VLAN. Always. This is rule. Switch port trunk native VLAN 99. And as you know, native VLAN for all of the switch in the network should be same. All of the switches should have VLAN 99. Okay? And also we should choose encapsulation, switch port, trunk, encapsulation, that one Q also. This is for switch MLS, okay. And not packet tracer may not score the trunk encapsulation. Okay, this okay. And now it works. Configure trunking on switch 1. Now we should hop in switch 1. And also for switch 1, we should activate trunking mode here and access mode here. Excuse me, it's trunking mode for 3 of them. For all of them should enable trunking mode. Okay, in this situation, you should go to enable and conf T and configure G01 of S1 as a static trunk. Okay. G interface G01. Okay. And switch port mode trunk. And also switch port trunk native VLAN. As I say, you should activate native VLAN 99 for all of the switch. Yes. And do WR also no shutdown. It's okay. Yes. Configure the native VLAN on the trunk. We have done it. Use the show IP route. Use the show IP route command. Are there any active routes here? Okay. Show IP routes. You should go to MLS because you cannot see any IP route in switch layer 2. Only in switch layer 3 and router you can see this one, because in this section Cisco doesn't say anything about on switch 1, 2, on switch 1, switch 3, or MLS we should use IP route, but we know about that. Do show IP route here, and you cannot see it. It's empty because in another section you can see why. Insert IP routing command to enable routing in global configuration mode. Yes, IP routing command is a command to enable IP for routing function and enable key commands like show IP route. you can see differences between this situation. You should go to config mode and right here show IP route. And what happened after this situation? Show, excuse me, IP routing, IP routing. And what happened after that for your show IP route for your switch in this situation? You can see before that it was empty, but now you can see VLAN 10, 20, 30, 99, and also this IP address for G02 that connected to the Ethernet has been recognized and yes, has been found by this router. And this is the magic of IP routing command. Also, okay, from PC0, PC3, PC1 to PC4, and PC2, and like something like that. We should go to here and start to ping each other. For example, you can ping PC3 here, right here, in command prompt ping, and I have copied this IP address, and you can ping it. Okay, it works for you. And also is same, for example, for PC5 also we can see it works or not. You can also check it for PC1 and PC4. Yes, ping. Yes, it works also. From S1, ping S2, S3, MLS to verify connectivity with VLAN 99 as a native VLAN. Okay. Yes. Exit. And we should go to here, and for switch MLS, you can ping this IP address. In this case, you should ping VLAN management IP address. This one, yes, and this IP address you can use it for VLAN management and also for remote and other thing. You can see ping is okay here, and also you can ping piece MLS, uh, this MLS, and also I know that S1 can ping S2 and S3 because before that I have used ping PC0, PC0 ping PC3, and this package can cross here from here to PC3. And it's in this situation you can see, before that I have created connection between S1 and S3 and S1 and S2, and I know that it works, and it's an assignment for you to ping. Yes, to verify inter-VLAN routing, ping devices outside the sender's VLAN. Okay, outside the sender's VLAN. And also from any devices, ping this address inside cloud. For example, you can go to PC4 and ping this IP address. This is IP address of, yes, I can show you. This is IP address of cloud here. 226. This IP address is here. this is cloud IP address, and I can ping it. And in this situation, for example, PC4 can send a packet here and cross S3, S1, MLS, and go to cloud, and also over the cloud, because it's ISP for us, in internet for us, and after that you can also send this your packet to internet, and it works for you. Yes, and also we have done it. And yes, what about here? Okay, the layer 3 switch is now routing between VLANs and providing routed connectivity to the cloud. Okay, you can see also here, and before that also you have seen here. You can see this is the IP address for MLS, and this is the network address that this MLS can find and can recognize and can advertise. Yes, and can also make connection to do. Configure IP version inter-VLAN routing. How can I configure IP version 6 inter-VLAN routing? Layer 3 switches also route between IP version networks. Okay, how can we do that? First, we should enter this IP address for activate IP routing. You should go to config mode and right here, and it's the same IP routing for IP version 4 and IP version 6 unicast-routing command for IP version 6. It's the same, but in different version 4 and version 6. Configure SVI for IP version 6 on MLS. Configure IP version 6 addressing on SVI for VLANs 10, 20, 30, according to the addressing table. We have done it before that. If you check here, I have done it before that, and I have assigned VLAN 10, 20, and also 30 IP version 6 I have assigned. Okay, configure G02 with IP version 6 on MLS. Okay, we should make connection, create connection to internet with this IP address under interface G02 that end to cloud. You should write IP version address. This IP version address. Yes. Oh, excuse me. I have copy. I should copy this one. Yes, it works. No shot. This is no shot, and also to WR. Yes, to save it. Under show IP route command to verify IP version 6 connected network. Okay, we can write here do show IP route. I can use do in config mode to access to all of the commands in privilege mode. Yeah, for example, this one. And you should write here IP version 6. And you can see IP version 6 here, and connected and local network, and also a static routing and something like that. Verified connectivity from devices. We should for example, PC3 ping MLS to verify connectivity within VLAN 10. You should go to PC3, for example, here, and command prompt here and ping. Yes, we should ping IP address. This IP address, you should copy it without slash 64, ping it. You can ping it, yes. And also is the same for PC4 to VLAN 20, PC5 to VLAN 30, and verify also inter-VLAN routing ping between devices PC3, PC4, and PC5, for example. For example, you can also go to PC4 and copy this IP address. And I want to check and I want to verify inter-VLAN connectivity. We should write here. And you can also control the ping between PC3, PC4, and it means InterVLAN working for us. InterVLAN routing working for us. Yes, and this is confirmation. From PC3, ping this IP address. This is an IP address for cloud and for internet, for ISP. You should also go here and ping this IP address for access to cloud. Yes, and it works for me. And right now, PC3 can send also EP version 6 and version 6 packet to cloud and internet and cross over all of the switches and MLS and also here. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe me and also take a look at other video about CCNA, and other video also is is preparing, and I want to prepare other videos about CCNA and also CCNP. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.